Okay, this is Wyoming Rick Treasure Reveal again. Today I picked up three $100 bags of nickels at the bank, and all the rows are coin row wrapped from the bank, from customer dumps in their machines. This is a result of bag number one of three results. December the 16th, 2024, 9 1940s coins, 3 1950s, 6 2024 D-mints, 1 1943 war nickel, 2000 searched. This is going to be bag number two of three, and I will do bag number three of three later. So what I'm going to do, I've done pulled the rubber band off this bag. I'm going to get into this, and I'll see what I can find, and I'll let you know as we go. Okay, this will be the first through the fifth rows that I'm about to search in bag number two of three in my December the 16th, 2024, three bag, $100 per bag nickel search, which will be a total of 6,000 nickels. And I found a total of 19 finds in the first bag. Actually 20 counting the Canadian nickel I did not put down. So here we go. Okay, already off to a better start than I was on bag number one. Found a 1954. It's a Denver Mint and a 1959 Philadelphia. So two finds in the very first row, 4 rows to go in the first 5 rows. I have already found find number 3, and I have just now done 2 rows. So 1949, there's no mint on the back, so Philadelphia. And I got 3 rows to go in the first 5 rows. So 1 1940s already, 2 1950s. I only found 3 1950s total in the 50 rows on my first bag. It's this thing, I just can't understand it sometimes, but that's the way it goes. Let's see what we find. Okay, I've done rows 3, and I've already got 5 finds. I found another 1940s, 1941. It's a D on the back. I'll show it to you. It's a Denver Mint. And a 1950. Surprise, surprise. Uh-oh. No mint mark, which would have been really good. But anyway, it's a 1950, so I can't be too unhappy about that. So that's 5 finds in 3 rows. 2 more rows to go in the first 5 rows. Okay, this bag is producing so far. No 1924s yet, but let me scope this in a little bit. You're looking at a 1939, so that's my oldest coin of the hunt. Let me turn it where you can see it better. 1939, it has no mint mark. This is just row number 4. I got 1 row left out of the first 5. Then a 1950, 1939, a 1952, and it has an S. D. It's an S. It's an S mint mark. Look at that. And then a 1958. 1958. And that coin looks really pristine. And it has a D mark. So 2 50s. So I got 5. And I only had 3 on the other 50 rows. Can you imagine that? And then a 1939 already. And the 2 1940s. 1939. The 2 1940s. And 5 1950s so far. Wow. 8 finds in 4 rows. 2 finds a row. On my last time on bag number 1, I was only finding 1 find about every 2.5 rows on average. So this is significantly better so far. I just need to find some more 1924 Denver Mints. Please correct. Okay. Alrighty. What have I found here? Let me get my... please, Ricky, bring up your scope a little bit here. Okay, here we go. 1951, a 1954, and a 1954. So 3 in bag number 5. And that's a D mint. This 54 has an S mint, and the last one has no mint. It's Philadelphia. I've done looked at the back of it. So, all right, that is 11 finds in 5 rows. So here's rows 6 through 10 coming up. So I'm going to see what we can find. Okay, row number 6. I found 3 more. 1940, no mint. This 51 has an S mint on the back. And the 58 has no mint. So that's finds 12, 13, and 14, I believe. And I'm just now on row 6 and fixing to do 7, 8, 9, and 10, so we'll see what we can find. Okay, I think I found something in every row since I've started on this. There's a 1940, a 1940, and a 1947, and that's row 7. So 3 in that row. You can see how the stack's starting to grow. All right, I'm going to see what row number 8 holds. It seems like I'm finding something in every row. Okay, 3 more finds in row number 8. I bring them on in. 1946, 1948, and 1955. You can see how the 50s pile's grown. I'm going to do stacks of 10, and I'm going to stack them forward, just stacks of 10. I've got like 5 1940s and 1 1930s. This is going to grow that stack, and I'm just now have done row number 8, fixing to do row number 9. Okay, row number 9 produced 3 more finds, a 1946, a 1949, and a 1953. And so what I'm doing, I'm not going to flip them over unless the date is significant. It could be a key date or a key find. So for right now, I'm just going to do it this way. This is going to grow the pile some more. I just keep finding coin after coin after coin. It's amazing. Okay, the reason I brought you in is because I've done rows 1 through 10 so far, and that's the finds that I've got. My 30 stack, 40s stack, 50s stack, and it's growing here again. And on this row here, row number 11, it's going to be row 11 through 15. There looks like an old coin right there. So I'm going to try to do this one-handed and open that end up. Open this end up. I'll go right here, and I'm going to tear this open. And then I'm going to dump this out, and I'm going to see what's on that end. See what's on this end. I'm just going to turn them over on the package. Here it is. It looks old, but it might not be. Who knows? It is a 1951. So it was an old ender, and it is a Philadelphia mint. So I'm going to lay it right here. We're going to add that to the stack of 50s here in just a second. And there's 28 million and a half of those minted. So 1951 Philadelphia. So I'm going to dump these out. I saw something that looked suspect in the middle of that row, and I'm going to see what it was. Pinch them up like this right here. Is that a war nickel? No, it's not. It's 2000, a very filthy 2022. Terrible looking coin. Let me zoom this in just a little bit. There's a 1946 laying there. I find it. No, wait a minute. It's a 41. This is a 41 here. So 1941. This is row number 11. Here's the 1946. I've already found 3 in row number 11. 3 finds already. Right there. Okay. I'm going to keep combing through these while I've got you here. And we'll see if we can find anything else. I'll bring the zoom in if I need to. I'm thinking this is going to be a bag that it may or may not have any 2024s. Wait a minute. That's 23. May just have a lot of older coins. I don't understand how that happens. Because bag number 1 was just, seemed like it had relatively few. Okay, here's a 1946. You've seen me open the row, so this is the 4th find of that row, and it's a Philadelphia mint. I'm going to stick it right there, and I'm going to go ahead and keep combing through these and see what else we can find. And I would definitely love to start finding some 2024s, but I'm happy with the older ones I'm finding too. Just need to find some more nickels, need to find some buffaloes, and yeah. This is the best row so far. This is row number 11. Here's your 1946, so that's 5 right there out of this row already. 5 finds in row number 11. Wow. Row number 10 didn't have any finds. That was the only row out of this hunt so far that had none that was older to keep. Okay, 2020, nothing else there, nothing else there. Here's another old one, I think. Yeah, a 1953. My stars. That's 6 finds, and it's an S. I think the 53S, it's 46 million and a half minted, so it's not a key date or anything, and it's not extremely low minted, but look at there, folks. 6 finds in row number 11. Wow. What does row number 12, 13, 14, and 15 hold that we have laying here? I can't hardly wait. Okay. Row number 12 did not let me down. I got a 1940 nickel. It has no mint mark on the back. So far, the only row that did not have any older coins or something to keep was row 10. All right, I'm fixing to roll on to row 13, and we're going to see what happens with that one. I'm trying not to make this video too long, but listen, the finds are so good. I mean, I'm just going to bring it to you. Hopefully it don't take over 20 minutes, but it could. Okay, 1946 in row 13 and a 1956. And again, I'll show you the mint marks for sure. If it could be a key date or something like that, and it needs to have the mint mark shown. Otherwise, they're just 50-cent coins, dollar coins, whatever. But yeah, that's put some like 31 finds so far. So I'm fixing to crack open row number 14 and row number 15 a little bit. We got 35 rows to go. I'm excited about this. I may not be able to find no 24 Denvers, but I will get some more bags with 24 Denvers in them. So, all right, I'm going to get back to the hunt and see what I can find in row 14. Okay, row number 14 had a 1942. Will it be a war nickel? No. It doesn't even have the D on it on the side of the Monticello. But it's still old, and it's still cool. 1953. And so that's two more for the finds. That's out of row 14. This is what we found in 14 rows so far. 36 to go. I am so pleased with this. All right, I'm going to check row 15. And we're going to see what the other 35 has after that. Wow is all I can say. The 15th row yielded up 5 more older ones. 1941, 2 of those. You see the stack. A 1942, and it does not have the mint mark above the Monticello. I've done looked. 1947 and a 1952, and it does have a D, which is a semi-key date, I think. Yep, I believe so. Let's get this blown up here. 1952D. Check it out. All right, I'm fixing to do rows. Take the zoom down, 16 through 20. Be right back. All right, row number 16 yielded a 1939, and unfortunately, it does not have a mint mark of a D on the back, R and S. It's just a 39 plain, which is Philadelphia. It might be worth 25 cents in the book in good condition, and it's in decent condition. So, all right, I'm going to go to row 17. Row 17 is next. Okay, row number 17 yielded 4 more finds, 2 1940s. You see the edge underneath this one here. Let me roll it over for you. Okay, a 1953 and a 1958. So 4 more on row 17, 3 more to go before I get to the end of 20 rows. And I think it's obvious by now. This is somebody's coin dump. Some customer just decided to dump a bunch of coins. That's the only thing I can figure out. Be right back. And row number 18. Give us a 1953. I'm so happy. I'm going to row 19. Okay. I didn't find a lot in row 19, but what I found really counted. It's a 1952, and I'll turn it over and show it to you. 1952D, baby. Blow it up on the zoom so you can see it. Look at that. Yeah. All right, let's go start a new 1950s piles. Look at this right here, would you? 2 full piles of 1940s and 1950s, starting a new 1940s and 1950s pile. 2 1939s, and I'm doing them in stacks of 10. So you do the math. So I'm thinking around 45 already in 19 rows. So I'm getting about 2.5 per row. Let's get on to row 15. Row number 20 did not let me down. A 1956 and a 1959. And I'm fixing to do rows 21 through 25. Now, I don't know if this is an old coin or not, but I got it turned this way. And so I'm going to do this one here first. I'm going to try to open it while the camera is rolling here. Well, not camera, but my phone camera. It's still a camera. Well, let's roll this out. And this will be roll number 21, by the way. So, I'm going to roll it. There they come out. I'm going to stack that in where that older looking one is. I'm going to stack it like that right there. And let's see what we got. Get the rest of these out, and I'm going to look at this. I think it's an older one. Oh my. It is a really toned 1959. Let me zoom it in. I want to see if that's 59. Or is that a 39? It's a 59. Boy, if that would have been a 39, bright like that, that would have been crazy. So I'm going to go ahead and put it in the stack. So there's one. Let me take this zoom down for a little bit. Actually, I'm going to leave the zoom up, I think. And let's see what else we can find in row number 21. We've done found one. Okay, look at this, folks. A 1939. Are you serious? Let's flip it over and please have a mint mark, please. Why can't I find a mint mark on a 1939? I'm going to put it over in the stack. So that's two finds in this row so far. Row 21. This is the gift that just keeps on giving. Is this 1950? No, it's 1980. Okay. That's not old. None of these are old. That's a 1960. Let's go ahead and I'm going to push them over there where you can see what I'm doing. Okay. It's another 1960. This has to definitely be somebody's dump, and they just ended up. I just got a good bag. Got a good bag for sure. I found two in this row so far. I'm just going to skim through them real quick, and we're going to see what we can find. I'll lay them right there where you can see them. That's a 2014. Man, I thought that was 2024 there for say. Look here, folks. 1955. So there's another 50s for the board. That's three. None of these are older. None of these are older. Let's go through this right here. Let's just flip them over. Let's see what else we can find. I think I got another one here. No, I don't. It's a 1980. A 1959. And look how shiny that daggum thing is. Look at that. It's a 39. That is a 39. Isn't it? No, it's a 59. I'm about to get excited again. Okay, that's four 1950s that I found in this row. Row number 21. I'm going to get on to row number 22. Okay, folks, on row 22, I have three more finds. It's a 1939. Is it a D? Is it a D? Is it a D? Is it a D? Let's get this ship steady. It's an S, but it's still a $3 coin, mint state. Still a good find. 1941, 1953, and the stack keeps growing and growing and growing. And I still got three rows to go to get through this count on these last five. See you soon. Okay, row number 23 had nothing. Row number 24 has four finds. A 1940, a 41, a 46, and a 48. Let's see what row number 20 has. Okay, row number 25 had nothing, but we're halfway through, and that's what I found so far is around 60 coins there. So I'm starting at row number 26, 27, 28, 29, and 30. I'm going to start off with this one as row 26. That's the way I'm going to do it from the bag, and I'm going to tear it open while you're looking with me, and we're going to see what we can find in this. I do believe that's an old one on the end. So I'm going to let these roll out, and I'm going to take this in. I'm going to push it down like this right here, pull that top off, and then we're going to look and see what that coin is. We're going to look and see what that coin is. It looks old to me. How about you guys? And it is a 1948, so it's old. It's not a key date or anything, but it's still a great find. Okay. Here's another old one, 1952. Let's see what the mint mark is on that. It's not a mint mark at all. It's Philadelphia. And I'm just going to scan through these like this right here for just a minute. Here's another older one. See that? 1942 now. I know it doesn't have a mint mark above the Monticello, but hopefully it has a D over to the right-hand side of the Monticello. It does. I believe that's a D. Let me get my scope out. I'll be right back. Be right back. Give me just a second. Okay, the coin is a 42D. You'll see the mint mark. I'm trying to zoom it in as best I can. Let me put on another better zoom. It's a D. Now that's a real trashy coin. Look at it on the back, but it's still a D. So good find. So that's 3 so far out of row number 26 that we have found. As far as the older ones go, I'm going to look through here and bear with me for just a second since I've got you here, and we'll see if we can find any new ones. Still haven't found no 2024s yet, but that's okay. I'm having fun finding these older coins. What is your favorite coins to search? I look here, this one looks older. That's the 70, 1920. Is any of you out there been having pretty good luck finding the Ds, 2024 Ds, the 2024 Ps? I've only found one, but I think it's because of the location where we live. They haven't scattered over to this part of the country yet. So anyway, that concludes row number 21. I had 3 more finds. I'm going on to row number 22. Rows 27, 28 did not have any production as far as finds go. Row 29 has a 1947 and 2 1954s. So 3 in row 29. I'm going to get on to row 30. Okay, row 30 had 1 find in 1959. So I've got rows 31 through 35 to do. I didn't see no obvious enders on either one of these rows, so I'm going to go ahead and start the search now. Okay, I found 6 in this row, row number 31, 1941, 2 1948s, a 1953, 1954, and a 1958. So I've had 2 rows with 6 finds. All right, that's row number 31. Let's get on to row number 32. I'm probably likely to find some coins. Okay, row number 32 had 3 more finds, 1951, 1953, 1957. And so that's going to give us 10, 20, 30, not 34, 38, 42. Let's see, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, I rather. 64, 68, 72. Looks like 75 coins for the hunt so far, and I went through 32 rows. 18 rows to go. In row 33, I found my oldest coin to date, a 1938. Oldest coin to date, 1938, 1940, 1949. Got 2 more rows left to get to 34 and 35, and then we're going to start on the last 15. Row 34 yielded 4 more finds, 2 1947s, a 1952, and a 1955. Let's see what row number 35. Row number 35, a 1953, and a 1954. 36 through 40 coming up. Row number 36, 41, 46, and 48. Row 37, a 1952, and a 1957, going on to row 38. 1 find in row 38, 1949. Row 40 yielded 4 more finds, 47, 49, a 52, and a 57. Row 41 yielded a 1940, a 48, and a 54. Row 41, a 1946, and a 1949. Let's see what row 42 has. Row 43, a 47, a 49, and a 1955. All right, let's see what 44. Row 45 yielded 2 1948s. I got 5 rows to go. Row 46 yielded a 1946 and a 1949. Row 47 yielded a 1947 and a 1959. 3 rows to go. This is my 3rd row that had 6 finds, 1941, 47, 52, 56, 57, and 59. 2 rows to go. Row number 50, we're done, 1942. No mint mark above the Monticello. And a really fine-looking 1959. So I'm going to get back with the results here in just a minute. Okay, bag 2 final results are in. 57 1940s, 53 1950s, 5 1930s, 115 total. Plus the 19 from bag number 1 is 134 total for 2 bags. So bag 2 is clearly the winner easily as far as total goes. I do wish I'd have found some Buffaloes and maybe some V's and some 2024s, but I didn't find any of those in bag 2. I'm fixing to start on bag number 3. and we'll see which one wins the evening. Please hit like and subscribe. Sorry the video got so long. I won't let that happen again. But I hope you enjoyed this video.